like your cell phones or electronic devices.
Oh, always use
Afternoon, family and friends. My name is Dave. Welcome to the Sacramento Valley National Cemetery. On behalf of our director and the staff, we offer our most sincere condolences. In just a moment, I'm going to introduce you to the United States Army Honor Guard. They will be performing military honors. Just a second, I'm going to ask you guys to please stand if you're willing and able for the playing of taps. Proper hand salute is your right hand over your heart. If you're a former or current military service member, you are entitled to render a final salute. The rifle volleys are going to be extremely loud, so I encourage anyone with sensitive hearing, please cover your ears during the volleys. That said, it's my honor to introduce the United States Army Honor Guard. Honor Guard! Please stand. Please face front.
behalf of the President of the United States Army, the grateful nation, please accept this flag as a symbol of our appreciation for loved ones' honorable and faithful service.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to introduce the service veterans of Northern California Volunteer Honor Guard.
On behalf of the United States Army and the service veterans of Northern California Volunteer Honor Guard, it is my honor to present you with these shell casings representing the rifle volleys that was performed here today. The 3 rifle volleys, duty, honor, country, signifies that Ronald had left the field of battle for the final time and is now at rest. May you find comfort in knowing that his faithful service, honorable character, bravery and sacrifice will never be forgotten. He is buried with honor, and may he rest in peace.
Family, friends, that concludes the military honors portion of the ceremony. Open the floor up now to you guys for any last words of prayers. The floor is yours.
You want to say something? It's gonna take me just a minute. I want to thank everybody for coming. It means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to Ron. I didn't prepare anything, so it's just halfway. I just want to let you know that he was very good about putting the flag up. Anytime the flag was due to be up, he was out there and he had it up. And people all knew, and many times who drive by go, why is the flag out today? Well, it's Flag Day. Well, a lot of people don't know when Flag Day is. So it's really, he was very good. And so I'm glad to receive the flag because it really meant a lot to him. He was very good and very faithful about taking care of that. And the other thing is, I want you to know about him if you don't know, which you may, many of you may, but he was very loving man, and he cared a lot about life. Any animal that had life, he wanted it protected. He wanted to take care of it. And that's why we're doing the rescue, is because we cared about what was happening, but we had to narrow it down to, okay, what do you want to do? Well, the birds kind of just caught us, and we did go with that, and we did that for a long time, almost 30 years, I think. It's been a long time. Anyway, he would just, it wouldn't make any difference. Many of the birds that they're saying, well, I think he's sick. I think we should just put him down. And he'd say, no, you don't do that. It's just, if he has life in him, let's keep it going. And many times we would end up taking him to the vet in order to help them to be able to get back to being as normal as they could, so that they could live as long as they can. And some of these birds live a long time. And the big birds, some of them can live to be over 100 years old. Just like us, you don't know how long really we're gonna live, even though we could live to be 100, many of us don't. But he just was very faithful about, well, if there's life there, let's let's give it to them. Let's make sure they can get as much out of their life as they can and help them, whether they're dogs or cats or, it didn't make any difference. I didn't like spiders. And he would want to just take it outside. He'll find his way back in, you know, I just don't want the spiders in the house. I'm afraid some of them are gonna bite the birds too, or bite anybody. It just isn't good. But he was just very, very, life was very important to him. I'm sorry I didn't have him a little longer, but I knew why. He just served so long in the military, and some of that was just, it caused him to have problems with his breathing, and that's why when he had a problem, he couldn't come back from it, and it was just kind of hard for us. But we sit there, and thanks to Fallon, helped me. We were there all the time. Somebody was there all the time, as long as they would let us, and that only lasted about 10 days. But it was very, very glad to have as much of life as we could together. And I would encourage you to say anything you want to say about him, even if it's just a funny story. It doesn't make any difference. It's just nice if you could just say anything that you remember or knew him by. And I'd encourage you to help others to remember those things too.
I also didn't prepare anything, but I'm gonna miss my dad. He was so kind. And so I picked this dress today because it reminded me that he used to always have rose bushes at the house. And he would always cut fresh roses for me for my bedroom. Not asking, just they'd show up. But he did that ever since I was a little girl. He was a really good dad. I think sometimes he doubted that. Especially with all the hell I raised. But you know, like we make the most of summers and we go on trips, and you know, he basically just anything we wanted to do, he made it happen. You know, he when I was little, he took us flying, and we probably thought we were, but you know, he told us we were flying the plane, so he let us, you know, get in the co-pilot chair and pretend to steer. My mom had a conniption and we never went up again. I'm just gonna miss him.
He was such an amazing mentor and father figure for me. He was like family, he was like a grandfather, he was like someone who always believed in me and strived for me, and even when I would give up on my dreams of being a pilot and flying for the military, he strove for me so stubbornly. Even though I was like, Ron, that's not how it works. He said, I'll never forget it, he'll always say, I don't care, it doesn't matter, because if you want something, you get it. And that's something that I'll always live by, because he was such a loving and caring, and he had so much perseverance and stubbornness in him. And I just will forever like carry his memory through my actions. And we would text on, I went to college just this past fall because I was a transfer student, and so I didn't get to see him, and so we would text and keep up, and he never failed to always make me laugh and always keep me in the loop. And I'm forever thankful for, again, his resilience and the way that he pursued my dreams even though I didn't want to. So Ron, I miss you, and I hope you rest well.
So just to fill in some of the gaps, we met Ron. Abby wanted to have a bird, and we met Charlie and Ron through the rescue, and we adopted our first bird and just kind of fell in love with them. We lived in Pleasanton, they lived in Concord. For whatever reason, God brought us together, and I would say it's been between 6 and 8 years that we've known these guys. And we would come up and we would volunteer to help clean cages. Abby would spend time talking to Ron whenever she couldn't, like, she has a health problem, and so she would go and she would talk to Ron while I would clean cages, and Ron would make her laugh. He would, you know, she said she wanted to be a pilot, but because of her health, she was unable to step into the military. And so she lived through him, telling all of his stories and sharing his life with her. And it was like he was like a grandfather to her, because both of our parents were on the East Coast. And so she would just sit at his feet and take in all the wisdom, all the jokes, all the humor. She would see how he lived his life, where he would lay it down for the birds. He would lay it down for the volunteers that would come and work. You know, there was a handful of people that would come through, but they always, both him and Charlie, not only cared for the birds, but they cared for others coming in. And it was just such a privilege to get to know him, to see how he lived his life, and to just learn from him. I mean, I think that our life has gotten so fast-paced, and we live by our phones, but this was like just such a sweet relationship for us, to be able to talk one-on-one and be real and authentic with the struggles, and then to have that encouragement and blessing that comes with just like, okay, I know you're struggling, but you know, there was always this hope and encouragement. And so for that, I know Abby and I are forever grateful. Yeah, we thank God that we got to know these guys, to still be a part of Charlie's life, and thankful to be here today to honor him for just all that he's done, all the lives that he's touched, all the ways that he's poured himself out to just serve others. So thank you.
My name's Wendy, and I met Charlie. Sold my guy a house, and then later on he was looking at other property. hundreds of other properties, and I got to know her really well, driving all over the place. And my guy recognized there was something special about her, and she met Ron, and he met Ron. And so I was curious, and then, so I started hanging around at her house, and I realized this couple was really special. He probably thought I was the most off-the-wall friend that she could have, and it was really kind of cynical, goofy, and off the wall, but I saw that he was really, really a kind person, and how he cared for animals and other people, and really sincerely had a heart. And he's so romantic. He wouldn't, he'd think Army or something, but he was so romantic. He got Charlie some silver-plated roses, and there's a little mug in our kitchen about for my wife, and it's got romantic writing on it. And he got her this throw blanket for her chair, and it just really summarized how he felt about her and everything. And just getting to see him just hanging out there, and they let me intrude on them, but he didn't make me, they didn't make me feel like I was intrusive at all. And I'm just honored to just know what he sacrificed, not just during the time he served, but years after. He was paying the price every day for our freedom. And just to have met someone so sincere, so nice, when I'm cynical about so many things, to know that these guys are the real deal, and to know that just being able to get to know them has been such a treasure for me, and I just want to say that. Thank you.
Anyone else like to speak? All right, that concludes the service here today for Mr. Ronald. Just a reminder, he's going to be placed in the in columbarium 3 anytime before 4 p.m. today. So that means anytime after 4 p.m. you guys are free to go visit his site directly. Also, please remember that the cemetery is open 365 days a year, every single day, from sunrise to sunset. The front gates open and close with the rising and setting of the sun. On your next visit, if you have any issues locating his interment site, we have a kiosk on the outside of the administration building. Just type in his name, map will be printed out, it'll lead you the way. With that said, I wish you all safe travels home, and my deepest hope is that you all transcend whatever obstacles you're facing, and that you live outstanding lives, because this idea that whatever we do in our lifetime will inform the generations ahead of us is a powerful motivator, and Mr. Ronald's life and legacy is a testament to that. Thank you all for your attendance. You guys take care. Typically, we would ask you guys to immediately return to your vehicles to use the shelter for the next veteran. This is actually the last shelter, or last service for this shelter, so you guys can remain here until we close, which is at sunset. If you guys are here when the sun goes down, the gates will let you out, just won't let you back in. You guys take care. For the flowers, do not have to go to the site that is.
Yeah, okay.
You.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
What is that? That's pretty. This is. Yeah. Okay, thank you. That's nice. Thank you. I did put together some little flyers that we can take with everybody's on. Yeah, do you want one? You need that one? Okay.
She's got it.
All right.
Thank you.
And she's got one. You get one too. Sorry, he didn't listen to you. You told him you can't drive before I get in. He wishes he was there for it, honey. I know he does.
I know. I'm gonna put a picture up on the photo for him.
He didn't want to. He just had to leave.
We have flowers for you.
You want one?
Yes.
I have more too, so. I'm gonna try and put together also, and I don't know when, but I'm probably gonna be in September or something like that, but not real soon. But we're gonna try and put together a life party so that people can get together and just tell stories and talk about him. And there's no depression, it's all fun and a good time, okay? And that's probably gonna be on a weekend. I gotta get myself together and then I'm finding a place and we're gonna do it. Okay? That's where you can tell the real funny stories. You know, the one I liked is when you guys all wanted to go out to eat and you and John never could agree on the same place. And he would go to different places just to make sure everybody got what they wanted. Yeah, it was just really hard. It was hard to make him happy because it was just. I'll be back. Thank you. Put these all together. Get a pastor or anybody to read this. Thank you.
Oh.
You were my little girl. And now you